Hey everyone, Coach Bougie here. In this video, you're gonna get to see Alastair, one of my favorite students who I have worked with for a while. He's an absolute stud, but you're gonna get to see him train and me break down exactly what a video looks like when I do a video review. Now I go a little bit long in this one, but this is exactly what it looks like to get video coaching with me. If you want more information on it, go to catchmadesimple.com. Also, make sure that you keep your eyes out for this dual camera angle. You can just see so much more, which is partly why I went a little bit longer on this one. But let's jump in because this breakdown is really, really solid. When we get here, see how we kind of have that shape? Okay, now from the front, our target's super flat. That's really good. Now, the other thing to look at is it's not in the center of our body. So we gotta get our target over a little bit, okay? But then here, we also want this to be as flat as we can. That's still really good, but I would actually be okay even with your target being a tiny bit higher. If your wrist is lower than your elbow, then that's okay. But good job of getting your target up, because a lot of times when that happens, our glove kind of tilts down. It's perfect in terms of the way that it's being presented right now. Dude, I'm such a big fan of this. So here, yeah, I would think about getting there, trying to get there with your arm. Now your target's super flat. It's right in the middle right here. Your torso looks great. That looks awesome. You can also see right here that foot is just in front of the knee. That's exactly where you want it to be. On this pitch, I might even want you a tiny bit more angled, right? On this one, your foot's definitely in front. I may even have you get a little bit more because your chest is really square. I might have you get your chest and your hips just a tiny bit more angled if we are set up for this pitch, because again, if we set up at an angle, I'm exaggerating here, but when we extend forward, we catch the ball back to the plate. And if we're here, if we extend forward, we catch the ball forward. So that's why if we are going to one side of the plate or another, it can be good to angle back a little bit. You just got to be careful about angling too much, because then if you have to go block that way or they throw it over here, then it can be a little jerky. Okay, really nice right here. You're gonna see we over rotate our glove just a touch. Boom, and freeze it as much as you can. Now, how extended are we when we catch this? Okay, we're pretty extended. If you could let this travel just a touch more, like see how bent your arm is right here? That's such a strong position. Like if you caught this right here, that would be ideal in my opinion, because then we can push through that thing. Whereas if we go a second longer, we get fully extended, then it hits us, then there's more potential for a bounce, because we just there's not as much like shock absorber in our arm, and we can't push through it as well. But the positions that you're in when we look at this are off the charts. Bent arm, we're pushing forward, that thumb is down, and then we're getting to flat. Like that's exactly what we want. Just be careful of not going too high or getting too extended too early, because the timing really matters. Another thing that I love right here, see this? See how your hand is angled back? Sometimes I'll see it where people will have their glove angled forward, and it's like it throws off the whole kinetic chain, because we need the shoulder, the elbow, the hand to go in that order. So this is a really good path right here. If you can learn to be just a tiny bit more patient, let that ball come, that's gonna unlock things for you that are unbelievable. This is a great look at our angle. So we have a little bit of a circle. We go a little bit too far past our body. Finish right at that chin, right? We don't want to take it to the other side of the body, but really good job seeing where it's going to be, getting out there, right? We're a little circular in our path, and then we finish a little steep with our glove. Overall, this is very, very good. Now, again, when we look at how we catch this, we do have some bend in the arm. I would like to see a tiny bit more if we can. Look at you flash your elbow in your pocket. Let's go, dude. That's great. This is elite right here. Look at you scrape out. Now, final critique on this. So watch your head on both of these and your body. And really, it's more so this right shoulder. the better you get, the more relaxed this right arm gets. The more you're feeling the velocity or you're feeling the pressure, the more this right arm sticks out to the side and stuff. So the better we get, we can just keep that whole thing relaxed. But your head is actually doing a really good job of staying. I thought it was bouncing back a little bit, but it's not really. It's just this right arm, this right shoulder that comes back a little bit. But dude, this is elite. Good. We're still, so great transfer. We get stuck just a little down there, but I really, really like how we're looking right here. Transfer at the midline. Yep, we're still getting stuck a little down there. Let's throw a timer on this real quick. Okay, 0.2, we're down. 0.3, it's in our hand. 0.7 release. Okay, now that's pretty good. One thing that I will say as I look at the shapes on this though, right? See how we kind of go back and forth? From everything that I've learned about Bobby, or about throwing from Bobby, we want to see this shape, and then we want to see this shape. So your elbow's getting a little in front. One thing that I know for sure, see this wrist break, right? That's not super great, but your transfer is looking really, really good. So on that low pitch too, it's tough because you want to go back, and it's tough if your elbow's tucked to get it out. But we do really want to try to get that elbow out as much as we can. Good. Make sure that we get those hands all the way back and tucked. Okay, here you just gotta sit your hips back and slide this out, right? That's why it's coming up on your hand right here. It's because our hips are too high. So like here, and it's a little off center, right? So like just get your knee out to the side a little bit. So a good rule of thumb, anytime you see a lot of space here, that typically means that our hips are high, right? So just get those hips back. Yeah, right, you just gotta get it back to that angle. And by the way, that inside pitch that I saw, heck of a job. Nicely done. All right, thanks for checking out the video. If you liked it and you're like, man, I want more, you can actually read more about Alastair's case study in the Super Simple Guide to Catching. Just go to catchingmadesimple.com/super simple. You can grab that thing for free. But all that being said, let me know what your biggest takeaway was. Write down in the comments. And I hope that this helps you tremendously as you continue to grow and get better and push the limits on your own catching development. I'm rooting for you. I'm Coach Bougie. I'll catch you later.